Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Harinam Sankirtan ki.
महाराज की जय।
Yeah, we're getting from the big one. It's too small. I need a regular size Chaitanya Swami. Where's that paper? Gachan Vrindavanam Gaurav Vyagri Bhaya Kaganvani Premon Matan Sahon Nrityan Vidadhe Krishna Jalpina. On its way to Vrindavan, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed through the forest of Jarikanda and made all the tigers, elephants, deer and birds chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and dance. Thus all these animals were overwhelmed by ecstatic love. Jaya Jaya Gaura Chandra Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So Lord Chaitanya decided to go to Vrindavan in the autumn. He consulted with Sarup Damodar and Ramananda Raj in a secluded place. He requested them to help him to go to Vrindavan. I shall leave early in the morning and go incognito, taking the road through the forest. I shall go alone. I shall not take anyone with me. Keho jani sanga laite pache uti dai sabare rakhi ba jano keho nahi jai. If someone wants to follow me, please stop him. I don't want anyone to go with me. Please give me your permission with great pleasure, and do not be unhappy. If you are unhappy, I shall be happy on my way to Vrindavan. So Ramananda Rai Subdamana said, you are completely independent. You are not dependent on anyone. You'll do whatever you desire. Tumi Iswara Swatantra. Jaicha se koribar. Naha Paratantra. Swatantra means completely independent. Swatantra. And Paratantra means dependent on someone. In this material world, we're all dependent on different people. But Krishna, he's completely independent. He can do what he wants. Kindly hear our one petition. You've already said you'll derive happiness from our happiness. So this is your own statement. Except one request, you'll be very happy. Uttam Brahman ek sange abashya chahi. Bhikha kori bhikha debe jabe patra bori. Please take one very nice Brahmin with you. He will collect alms for you, cook for you, give you prasadam, and carry your water pots while traveling. Vonapati jaiti nahi bojana Brahman age karo sange chaluk viprayakracham. When you go through the jungle, there will be no Brahman available from whom you can accept lunch. Therefore, please give permission for at least one pure Brahmana to accompany you. I shall not take any of my associates with me. Because if I take one, the others will be sad. Why it took him, not me? That's what Caitanya said. Such a person must be a new man, and he must have a peaceful mind. If I can obtain such a man, I shall agree to take him with me. The Prabhupada in the purport explains how Kala Krishna Das fell victim to a woman in South India. And Lord Caitanya take the trouble to free him from the clutches of the gypsies. Therefore the Lord says that he wants a new man who is peaceful in mind. One who is not peaceful is agitated by certain drives, especially sex desire. Even though he be in the company of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, such a man will become a victim of women and will fall down even in the company of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maya is so strong that unless one is determined not to fall victim, even the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot give protection. The Supreme Lord and His representative always want to give protection, but a person must take advantage of their personal contact. If one thinks that the Supreme Personality of Godhead or His representative is an ordinary man, he will certainly fall down. Thus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not want a person like Kala Krishna Das to accompany him. He wanted someone who was determined, who had a peaceful mind, and was not agitated by ulterior motives. So this is interesting. It's very clear what Lord Caitanya wanted. He didn't want someone who was agitated and likely to have some problem. So he gave that counter condition. The system for the sannyasis in tradition was they could eat at a Brahmin's house or some Damvasi's house. So he's going to the jungle. There probably will only be jungle residents, not too many Brahmins. Tribal people. Maybe not even vegetarian. So they're worried that he should have someone come with him an assistant. They wanted Lord Caitanya to have an assistant. Does anybody here want to volunteer to be Lord Chaitanya's assistant? Who fits the qualification? Let's see, we'll have to select one. Should be a new man. So it has to be a new bhakta. Otherwise the old devotees will say, why you didn't pick me? Subdhamana said, here is Balabhadra Bhattacharya, who has great love for you. He's an honest, learned scholar and is advanced in spiritual consciousness. So he had love for Lord Caitanya, that was the main quality. He was learned, he was honest, he was not duplicitous, he was advanced in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada said there's a Bengali saying, Ati Bhakti Chure Lakhan. Too much devotion is symptom of a thief. A person who assumes himself to be a great devotee but mentally is thinking of something else is duplicitous. One who is not duplicitous is called a sadhu. Subdhamana pointed out, Balabhadra Bhattacharya was quite fit because he was a learned scholar, was simple, had great love. So he was considered appropriate for accompanying the Lord as a personal servant. Who wants to play Lord Caitanya? You can have a like pantomime. Oh, rejected. Who wants to hold the Lord Caitanya? Should be somebody in saffron. You're in saffron. If he's wearing saffron. Okay.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki!
You hold them up. And Balabhadra Bhattacharya. Here's a new man, he's a bhakta. Peaceful, affectionate, what happened? Oh.
Go behind.
Yeah, you go behind. Reindeer. See? You want to play one? Which one do you want to play? You want to play the deer? I don't know if the kids can keep up with the drama. Doesn't sound very serious to me. It's fun. What's this one? Peacock. You want to be the peacock?
Flower.
I think it's a flower. This is the love. Whenever we want love, you push this up. It's all love. So you can touch the animals and make them have love. You can be the tiger. Who wants to be another tiger? Any other tiger? A lady deer. There's a lady. An elephant. Elephant? Not him. He's already the stage.
Can use the other hand. The other hand.
Yeah, we can use the other.
If no one else wants to do it. So Lord Caitanya accepted the proposal of Srup Damodar, and he accepted Balabhadra Bhattacharya, who fell at the feet of Lord Caitanya and offered his obeisances. And Lord Caitanya blessed him with his blessing of love. Lord Caitanya visited Jagannath, took his permission, and early in the morning, all the animals are hidden now, animals hidden. Except for the peacock and the flowers. Peacock is crying in the night, in the morning, early morning. The Lord Caitanya paid his obeisance to Lord Jagannath. The Lord Caitanya. Dhanyavad koreche. Jagannath. He didn't dive off the temple. Jagannatha Swami, Nayana Patagami, Nayana Patagami, Baba Tumi. Jagannatha Swami, Nayana Patagami, Baba Tumi. Jagannatha dekhiya giloya, Shesharate uti Prabhu cholila lukaya. Lord Caitanya, after taking his blessings from Lord Jagannath, he snuck out early in the morning. He snuck. Balabhadra followed him stealthily. Followed. Not swimming. He's walking now to the jungle. Lord Caitanya always in the front. He goes towards the other way. You gotta make it. It's journey. Okay. Let's see here. In the morning, the devotees are unable to see him and began to search for him. Everyone started searching for Lord Chaitanya. Gauranga! 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 Where is Lord Chaitanya? When all the devotees were searching for the Lord, Sarup Damodar restrained them, and everyone fell silent, knowing the mind of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who's Sarup Damodar? Navina Nirada. Restrained everyone from going after Lord Chaitanya. Peacock, make peacock sounds. So Lord Chaitanya he entered into the forest, keeping the city of Katak to his right. He went in the solitary forest, chanting the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna. You're chanting.
Hare Krishna.
Balabhadra is following him. A tiger blocked him. A tiger blocked him. But the tiger moved away. Let him go by. Tiger, let him go by. And let him go by. And the elephant also blocked him. But he got over. Balabhadra didn't block him. Lord Chaitanya blocked him. Passed to the jungle, great packs of tigers, elephants, rhinoceros, and boars came, and the Lord passed through them. So all the animals up, the Lord walks through them. He walks through, dances through, dancing. The animals make way, goes back again. Animals make way. No fear. Balabhadra, Bhattacharya was very much afraid to see them. Oh, he's afraid, he's shaking. But by Lord Chaitanya's influence, he gave blessing of love to the animals and they stepped by. Animals step by, especially swans. Swans are no problem. One day a tiger was lying on the path, and Lord Chaitanya, walking along the path in ecstatic love, touched the tiger with his foot. The Lord said, "Chant the holy name of Krishna." The tiger jumped up and began to dance and chant, "Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, chant, Krishna, Krishna." Then another day, all the animals disappeared. But there was a herd of maddened elephants. Balabhadra fearfully runs behind Lord Chaitanya. Behind him, behind. Lord Caitanya was bathing and chanting his Gayatri mantra. And the elephants came before him. He splashed some water on the elephant and told them, chant the name of Hare Krishna. The elephants began to chant Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna.
They were jumping and dancing. Some of the elephants fell to the ground. They rolled in ecstasy. They were screaming in ecstasy. Seeing this, Balabhadra Bhattacharya was astonished. Wow. Elephants still in ecstasy.
That's too much ecstasy.
Can somebody make a sound like an elephant? Meow. What elephant do you know? I don't know if I ever lived through this one. Sometime Lord Caitanya, passing through the jungle, he chanted loudly and sweetly.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
And the deers and the does, the female deer, that's the pink one, female deer, she came over and licked the feet of Lord Caitanya. Following, hearing the Lord's great vibration, all the dogs followed him left and right. Left and right. They're only going left. You gotta learn how to reverse. Follow left, follow right, follow left, follow right. Get it straight. You want to get the accurate Leela here. And then the Lord recited a verse, and with great curiosity the dog came up to hear the verse. Chant a verse. Verse. At least Hare Krishna something.
Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Kevalam.
The dog.
Nasteva, 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 Gatiran.
Not jumping, it's just curious, it's going nearby. Lord Caitanya pats the doe on the head. Not the deer. You're going to have to practice this a few times. Did the deer, did the doe get patted by Lord Caitanya? Doe means female deer. She pats, Lord Caitanya pats the head. Patting. This is really hard. And the deer also came. And Lord Caitanya was worshipped by the doe and the bucks, who looked at Lord Caitanya with great affection. Give an affectionate look there. When Lord Caitanya was passing through the jungle, 5 or 7 tigers came, joining the deer. The tigers began to follow the Lord, following the deer, not so close. They were going to scare the deer away. There's two tigers, right? Where's the other tiger? Come on, Mr. Tiger. Behind the deer. Jeez. They're behind the deer. They're following the deer, who are following the Lord. Seeing the deers and the tigers following him, Lord Chaitanya remembered Vrindavan! He began to recite a verse describing the wonderful qualities of Vrindavan. Jatra nai sarga durvaira sahasana nimrigadaya mitrani vajitavasa drutarut tashanadikam. Vrindavan is the transcendent abode of the Lord. There's no hunger, anger, or thirst there. Though naturally inimical, human beings and fierce animals live together in transcendental friendship. Then Lord Chaitanya said, chant Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
The tigers and deer began to chant Krishna and dance.
Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna.
When all the tigers and does danced and jumped, Balabhadra saw them, was struck with wonder. He fell up and down in ecstasy. Wonder.
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Indeed, the tigers and the deer began to embrace one another. Touching their mouths, they began to kiss. Not Lord Chaitanya. Each other. Peacocks, deers, everyone have all the animals kissing each other. They touch them with the love plant. Lord Chaitanya blessing them, all the hearts there. Give them the touch of love. Whenever we want them to get ecstatic, you just touch them with that love flower. When Lord Chaitanya saw the fun, he began to smile. Finally he left the animals and continued on his way. Animals disappeared. Various birds, including a peacock, swan. They saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to follow him, chanting and dancing. They were all maddened by the holy name of Krishna. Peacock chanting and dancing. When the Lord chanted, Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! The trees and creepers became jubilant to hear him. Plant, this is where the flower comes in. Flower, become jubilant. Jubilant, it's ecstatic. Chanting of Hare Krishna, Prabhupada said, is so powerful, it can even penetrate the ears of trees and creepers. What to speak of those of animals and human beings. Jari kanda stava jango machi jato, Krishna nama diya koilo premete udmato. Jari kanda stava jango machi jato, Krishna nama diya koilo premete udmato. All living entities in the forest of Jarikanda, some moving and some standing still, became maddened by hearing the holy name of Lord Krishna vibrated by Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. The great forest of Jharikanda is a great tract of land including Attagara, Denakanal, Angula, Lahara, Kianjara, Bamara, Bonnai, Gangapur, Chotanagpur, Jasapur, and Saraguja. All these places which are covered with mountains and jungles are known as Jharikanda. Okay, that's it. Jharikanda Leela is over. Let's give him a big hand. Introduce who our players are. Lord Chaitanya Bhai, Muktidatta Chaitanya Das. Introduce yourselves.
Bhavabhadra, Bhattacharya, Bhaktadanya.
You're the Swan. Swan, it's a Swan. No, you're Peter. What's your name?
Haribo!
I'm the Swan. Leela.
We had another elephant. Should we do all over again?
I was the tiger and the elephant from another god.
I was the love flower.
Your name?
Radea.
Yamuna. You were the deer. I was the deer.
I was the deer.
And your name?
Any kids want souvenirs? You want to keep it?
This
You want to
doesn't
keep it?
put in here.
Wanna keep it?
You can
Yeah,
have
I'll
it.
take it.
You want to keep Lord Chaitanya?
I want
I mean, need Lord Chaitanya.
She wants peacock.
Keho jari tara moke suno kishte nam, tara moke anna sune tara moke an. Sabe Krishna Hari bole nache kandi hase, parampara Vaishnava hailo sarva deshe. When someone heard the chanting of the holy name from the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and someone else heard the chanting from the second person, and someone again heard the chanting from the third person, everyone in all countries became a Vaishnava through such disciplic succession. Thus everyone chanted the holy name of Krishna and Hari. They danced, they cried, they smiled, it said here. Nache, kande, hashe, smiled or laughed. So this is once there with Srila Prabhupada in Prabhupada said when a pure devotee chants offenselessly, another person will become a Vaishnava, and from him another Vaishnava will emerge. This is the Parampara system. We were at one Bhagavad Gita conference, and Lord Prabhupada was there, and he first started off having his devotees chanting, and then there was Vinoda Bhave, famous Gandhi disciple, he had his lady ashram chanting Bhagavad Gita chapter. Then there was Chidananda from Divine Life Society. But everybody's chanting some mantra, so I'll also chant. So he started to chant Sat Chit Anandam Rupam, something really strange, like Sat Chit Anandam Vigraham Rupam. And they probably said, what's he doing? You know, there's no such mantra. Maybe there was no rupa. Maybe. So then finally Prabhupada, he just told his group, chant Hare Krishna. His Holiness Bhaktisiddhanta Swami Maharaj. You missed the drama. We had one elephant for you.
Pastini.
How was the drama they did? You got a thing, Sadhvi Devi Dasi, for making all the animals out of balloons. You have to go for thanking all the kids and everybody who has played, Jamuna and Radeya and everybody, Premananda Gaur. Let's give him a big hand again. And last but not least, the stage also. Get some ideas for the safari? So this is the parampara system. One person hears Hare Krishna, one other chants, then someone else hears, they chant like this, everyone starts to chant. There were some people, they heard devotees chanting. One devotee told me, when I was 14 years old, I saw a Harinam party on the street. I said, oh, what's that? I want to go. And the parents grabbed and said, no, don't go there. Dangerous sect. Something. In Africa, when I was there this year, I went on Bhakti Swami Maharaj's request. He asked me to go to West Africa, so nobody had asked me before, since he asked me, and he was my dear friend, so then I went. But we heard this morning we had an African session in the congregational preaching seminar. Of course, all the everyone's welcome, but we're hearing from the leaders from these different places. So the Africa and Asia. So when we were in Africa, the Christians, I would throw prasad to the people. Like in India, everywhere people take prasad, even in Germany, everywhere people pretty open to prasad. But in Africa, many people, they don't touch the prasad. The Christian priest told them that the prasad has black magic. If you eat the prasad, you become a Hare Krishna. Because somebody glooped and said, when you eat that prasad, you really start to chant Hare Krishna and you start to feel very much changed. So something's in that prasad. So they tell people, don't eat the food. For some people. I was surprised because makes it's harder if people don't eat the prasad, right? Harder to preach to them. Prasad is so much mercy. So I was reading in a website somewhere, Hare Krishna website. Someone said, or maybe in that movie we saw yesterday. Yeah, I saw one of the new movies about Krishna consciousness. And they said in Krishna consciousness we don't try to make converts by criticizing other religions. Everybody else they criticize. They worship idols, the food is there, they're all finding some bogus thing to criticize. We don't criticize other religions, except for their criticism of us. But some are criticizing. In Los Angeles, there was some guy dressed up like a cow, in a cow suit, black and white stripes, udder coming out, cow, with his face, you know, with the meat. And he had a sign, turn or burn, and showed somebody on a barbecue with the words hell, you know. If you don't accept Jesus, you're going to burn. And they're ridiculing that we respect the cow, saying, you know, what is this? They call the cow sacred. We eat the cow. Day we went in the morning, how barbaric. But Prabhupada once he said that you get the human beings to chant. Lord Chaitanya can get the animals to chant. We hear even they get the plants to be in ecstasy. All we're trying to do is get the human beings to chant. And sometimes we go to these festivals. I was in the New Year's Eve festival in Sydney this year. And the previous year, I used to, the past 2 years, I've been going to Australia then, or New Zealand. People tend to be pretty lubricated in these New Year's Eve nights. They take some kind of lubrication. Well, I don't know what it is. Some drinks. But they're pretty open. A lot of young people were chanting and dancing with the devotees. And somehow they're getting the blessings. So remembering the Jarikanda, Lord Chaitanya, would get the people to chant and dance. That was his special mercy. To get the animals to chant and dance. At least we want to get the human beings. So sometimes these people who are a little sinful, a little in the tamas, sometimes it's easier to get them to chant and dance than somebody who's in tamas, you're angry with angry. If they're just kind of a little loosened up, it's easier. Last year we had so many people chanting and dancing in Auckland, New Zealand. Before that we were in Byron Bay. One lady came up to us and said, thank you so much for having, we had a Rath Yatra at midnight, 9 p.m. till midnight, New Year's Eve. So thank you so much. In India they don't know, I don't know, in India they don't do these things. It hasn't been that degraded yet. But we hope that they don't. So she came up and said, thank you so much. I feel so happy singing and dancing with you people. I feel like my whole new year is going to have a big good fortune and good meaning. Otherwise I would just be another drunk on the streets. But somehow you gave it all meaning. Singing and dancing, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya was walking on the street in Navadvip, and he went by a little place where there were some winos, people that are intoxicated drinking wine. And village homemade brew. And they began to come in. Hari Bol, Hari Bol goes, Hari, Gaur Hari. Oh yes. He chant very good. Hari Bol, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari. Some drunks jumped up behind him and was dancing and making a imitation of Lord Chaitanya's dancing in Kirtan. The devotees got really agitated. Should we stop him? What should we do? Lord Chaitanya didn't do anything. He just stayed cool. After a while, the guy went back, sat down. It was friendly, just a little tipsy. So Lord Chaitanya was asked, why should we have stopped it? He was offensive. He wasn't offensive. He was obviously under the influence of alcohol, yet he was intoxicated. That intoxication will wear off by tomorrow. But the chanting of the holy names, that benefit will stay with him forever. Haribo! 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 Thank you very much. Do we have any questions tonight?
One little comment. You know that
Comment. Give him the mic.
You were speaking about that Christian who's holding that sign, turn or burn. Well, every Rath Yatra, he's always one of the first persons in line for prasadam at the prasadam tent. Haribo.
anyways. First time. There are three of them. They take prasadam every year. With their cow suits on.
They take with the cow suits on.
Yes. You can't beat them, join them in some way, you know. Yeah, they're taking prasad clubs and parties, you know. Pretty nice.
It's from you today?
Place? Oh, at Los Angeles.
They have a nice guest house with a restaurant at the next opposite from the Goshala called Vaishnava Academy. Today they sponsored the prasad. Yes?
Maharaj, you said that a person with unpeaceful mind, even the Lord cannot protect him. So, I mean, what's the hope for me? I mean, how to understand that even the Lord cannot save from that?
If you don't think of the Lord, so you have to think about it. You have to take shelter of the Lord with your mind. If you think of the Lord and remember Him, He'll protect you. If you forget Him, then you're in danger. You want some prasad?
Oh.
I know.
Take.
Made by your mom.